I'm Forrest Saunders standing in front of the state capitol. Those two big ballot initiatives, one for recreational marijuana, one for abortion access, both of them failed. But can the amount of support that they did receive be turned into something of a win? Let's check it out.
Going in.
Well, the votes are in. Both recreational cannabis and abortion protections failing to hit their marks.
Yes or more! My body, my choice!
Even so, a majority of Floridians wanted them, and that's still something, say supporters.
57% of the vote may not be enough to amend the state constitution, but it still sends a very clear message to Governor DeSantis and other anti-abortion extremists in the legislature that Floridians do not want a near-total abortion ban to be in place.
State Rep Eskamani thinks the GOP-controlled legislature should keep that in mind next session and perhaps moderate current law.
I would hope that there is some pressure to move away from 6 weeks into a period where more people will at least realize they are pregnant. But to be very candid, I don't think this legislature cares at all about women's health and well-being. I mean, these are lawmakers who overwhelmingly voted to approve a 6-week abortion ban, and unfortunately, many got reelected.
Last week, we asked one of the biggest political operators in Florida about the idea. Here's what DeSantis Chief of Staff James Uthmeyer had to say.
Would the legislature then come back and recognize that a majority of voting Floridians still don't like what's in place and maybe moderate the 6-week ban?
I'm not going to speculate on what's going forward. I mean, we're so busy working day to day about what's going on right now. So I'll leave it to that legislature. We'll have new people coming into office, and I'm sure we'll be getting together on a host of things come the new year.
Florida's GOP chair Evan Power doesn't think easing the 6-week ban will be among them. He said pressure from Dems hasn't done much yet.
It's over for now. It's been the issue that Democrats have run on for 2 cycles, and it allowed us to win big in 2 cycles. So I don't think that's an issue that we need to even talk about anymore. I think it's a settled deal.
But when it comes to recreational marijuana, Power sees a path to some movement. The amendment had bipartisan support in the legislature and backing from both presidential candidates.
There is some room. I think there's a discussion on whether people should go to jail for simple possession, where people should be able to smoke weed if they have it, and then the idea of home grow came up. And those are all discussions that belong in the legislature. They don't belong in the constitutional amendment process. So I think we will continue to have those discussions in the legislative process.
It all has Trulieve CEO Kim Rivers, who helped bankroll the amendment, optimistic, despite the medical marijuana company's loss.
I'm actually energized this morning. I think folks may be a little surprised by that, but I think this campaign has really, again, brought a lot of different folks together. And even, again, some of the folks that were on the opposing side, I think there's common ground, and I think that there is a real path forward here in Florida.
So the next legislative session, that starts in March of 2025. But if supporters of 3 and 4 want to go back to the ballot, they can give it a shot. As long as they've got enough signatures and get language approval from the Florida Supreme Court, they can go again when voters return for the midterms. We'll see if that happens. That's the latest out here at the state capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.